Hey guys, it's Amy from Infinity Personal Training, and today I want to talk to you about the kitchen gadgets I use in my home to make my life so much easier for cooking. And I'm going to go through, I don't know how many I have a bunch on the islands, but these are all the ones, and I have more than this, but these are the ones that I use almost daily just for certain things that make my life so much easier. So I'll show you what they are and how I use them, and then I'll tell you where I got them and where you can get them. So first, this is not really like a appliance. It's more, like I said, a gadget. This is a Mandoline. I absolutely love this thing. It's great. You can put it out on the counter so you sit like that. It comes with different attachments, so you can change this out, and I'll show you the different ones. And it saves your fingers, and you chop, chop, chop. You can shred things like this. I like making coleslaw, and then if I make it just for me and my husband, or for Ray, as you guys all know, that I will use this instead of using the food processor, which is something I'm going to go through because the food processor is bigger and you have to clean it more and all that stuff, and I'm all about ease. So these are the little attachments that come with it. So it does all sorts of things. So it's pretty cool, and you can easily, you can grate and bigger grate, and it's great. And I got the no pun intended. And I got this on Amazon, but I'm sure you can get this all sorts of places. I just love it, love it. This is one of my favorite kitchen gadgets, and I use it all the time because I don't like chopping veggies. So I will just use this to chop veggies. So that's one thing. Another thing, and I'm going to start from like the smaller ones and then move to the big ones, is this magic bullet. So I've had this magic bullet since college. Literally, this has moved with me from New York. It's gone with me so many places, and I love it. And I originally bought it when I was in college. Well, Ray got it for me for Valentine's Day. I originally got it because I wanted to make smoothies in my dorm, and it was perfect for that at the time. It did its job. Now I use it mainly for dressings. I'll use it for quick sauces that I'm making, because I'm going to show you the blender that I have. But again, the blender's big, and when you're making like a dressing or a sauce, you don't need to dirty up a whole blender, and it's almost harder to make it because it's not that much, right? I'm only making a little bit. So it comes with two sizes. This is a smaller one, this is a bigger one, and then it comes with two blades. So this one's going to be more like for mixing. This one's going to be more for chopping. And I don't know, like I said, I got this thing so long ago. Now the magic bullet probably comes with a ton more bells and whistles. But how great of an investment is that this is still the one going that I've had since college. So love, love, love the magic bullet to make quick things. So if you're somebody that wants to start making your own sauces or a dressing, and you just don't want to sit there mixing or don't want to dirty up your blender, magic bullet, totally worth it. All right, next thing I got is my rice cooker. So I got this. My mom got it for me for my birthday, I believe. It's yellow because it's my favorite color. But I love it because it's a 1 to 2 person rice cooker, right? It's just me and Ray. I don't need to make a ton of rice. And sometimes I don't want to make a ton of rice, right? And this is perfect. I can make a single serve of rice, and I can put it in there, and I don't have to worry about it, right? Like, rice is something super easy. It's simple to make on the stove, but you still have to like pay attention to it. You have to do all these things, and sometimes you can mess it up, right? So I like just being able to put the rice in here, literally set it, and then it's done, and it just switches off to the warm setting when it's done, and that's it. It's super easy. So of course, if you have a bigger family, you can get a bigger rice cooker, but I like this little personal small rice cooker because it's super simple to use. Okay, so we're gonna put that over there. Next, what we got? So my salad spinner. Salad spinner is amazing. Okay, so salad spinner is to help you wash your veggies. I eat a lot of salads. I eat a lot of kale, and you have to like clean all the dirt off it. You know, if you don't clean it right, you feel like the grittiness of like the dirt. It's literally dirt on the thing. So this thing is awesome. It has a big basket that you can fill up, put water in it, and it's called a salad spinner because after you clean the veggies, you want to get all the water off, and you just press this, and it's super easy. And it just spins, and then it has a little, I know it's kind of hard to see on the video, but it just spins, and you can stop it whenever you want. I've had another one that was like cranking. That one's a pain in the butt. I like this one. You can just push. Super simple, super simple. And it also gets a lot more of the dirt and grime off of it. You think you wash it, and then you do it through here, and you see all the like dirt and grime come out. I got this on Amazon. I don't know the brand. It says OXO, whatever that is, but amazing. So love, love, love that. All right, next, moving on to bigger appliances. So these are gonna be obviously a little bit more expensive, but these are game changers and they last forever. So I have a Blendtec. So Blendtec is a high-speed blender. It's fantastic. It's just, if you have a Vitamix, I know Ninja is making something comparable, but if you have not, when you look at the price of these, you're like, oh, hell no, I'm not spending that much money on a blender. But I will tell you, we've had this blender since Ray and I moved in together. So that was, when did we buy this? We bought this a long time ago. This has been at least, we've been in Texas for 10 years. So it's been at least 10 years old. It's way more than that because I believe it's like 15, 16 years old. So it lasts a long time and it's just as good as it was. The only thing I did have to replace this got started leaking, but it was because somebody at my house was pushing it like that. And they said that eventually that wears this down. But it was $50 to replace this. So totally worth it for 15 years of use. Like, that's just amazing. This will blend your smoothie to like just creaminess perfection. If you have like chunks in your smoothie, if you put like frozen veggies and all that, I mean frozen fruit or frozen veggies, sometimes it doesn't come out smooth. Or I've made soups in this. You can make ice cream. You could do all sorts of things with this. It comes with a book. You can, I mean, it will change the way you think of smoothies and things that you make in blenders because the texture is so different, right? So most commercial, like if you go to Starbucks or Jamba Juice, they're either using Blendtec or Vitamix. So definitely worth every single penny. It's an investment, but it will last you and it will make your life so much easier. All right, next up, this one's heavy, is my food processor. So I'll show you, I'll lift it up. I won't lift it up the whole time because it's heavy. So this food processor, also something I got a long time ago. Very, very long time ago. I honestly don't remember how much I paid for this because it was so long ago. And it is awesome. I use it to chop things like I mentioned with the Mandoline. When I'm making coleslaw, which I do for pretty much for any like family barbecue, I make my famous coleslaw. And I use it in this, and I'll use this attachment. You use this attachment, you put the cabbage in there and the carrots, and it shreds it in like 2 seconds. So much easier. I can make a big batch of veggies, and I've made like hummus in here. I've made falafels in here. I've made raw vegan cakes in here. The possibilities are really, really endless with this thing. And it comes with several attachments. So I want to show you guys. It comes with like a blade. It comes with something to knead things with, and then it comes with, I already showed you this, and it comes with this one so you can chop. So this is something very similar to what the Mandoline would do, but this is something like if you're doing a lot, you definitely want to use this because it just makes your life easier. And I will tell you, just because full transparency, the only thing I've had to replace was this. I had to replace this, but that was, again, years. I replaced it probably December, January of this year. So it's super easy, and this was like $25. So these things, when you spend money on these things, they last a long time, and they will do they'll make your life a lot easier. All right, last but not least, this is something I use a lot in the winter. It's very big, and I'm gonna lift it up, is my Crock Pot. I'm obsessed with this thing, like obsessed. I use it all the time. All the time. Like I said, I use it way more in the winter. I still use it in the summer, but this is something that I absolutely love. If you are crunched for time, if you don't have time to make dinner, if you're not somebody that knows exactly what you're doing, get yourself a Crock Pot, because all you have to do is follow the recipe, throw everything in there, press the button, and you do it in the morning, and then when you come home, done. Your dinner's done. It's amazing. So even though I work from home 90% of the time, there's still some days where I'm super busy and I don't have time to sit there cooking, or I just don't want to. So I use the Crock Pot. I make whole chickens in here. I've made stews. I've made soups. It's just, you can go on Pinterest. You can find recipe books. You can just search. I know we have a Crock Pot recipe file, which I made because I love this so much. So it is amazing. Of course, I have the big old one. They have different sizes. I actually have a smaller one I use that one if I'm making like just chicken. The only reason I don't use that one a lot is because it doesn't have a timer. That one doesn't have a timer, and I want to know that if I leave the house or if I put it I put it on in the morning, it's going to shut off or keep warm, and it's not going to burn down my house. right? So this one has a timer. You will find that you can get this exact one without a timer, and it's like $30 cheaper. Invest in the $30 more. It is worth it to have the timer, because then you can have peace of mind that it's going to shut off and it's not going to go, and you don't have to like rush home. Like, let's say you get stuck in traffic and you're like, oh my gosh, I got to turn off the crock pot. You don't have to do that. So those are the gadgets that make my life a lot easier. I will have an honorable mention and just say the Instapot. The reason I didn't include it in my, spiel here was I just got an Instapot. And I've literally only used it twice. so for me to say like, oh, it's so great, blah, 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 I don't have enough personal experience with that to recommend it. I do know that the 2 times that I used it, I absolutely loved it. And it is on my list for this summer, upcoming summer, to use it more, because I think I bought it because it was Ray, and I got it because it is a fantastic thing. So I'm pointing over there because it's on the counter. I literally forced myself to put it on the counter so I can use it more when none of these things besides the blender are ever on the counter. But anyway, so Instapot, definitely great. It's people often ask what's the difference between an Instapot and a slow cooker. A slow cooker or crock pot it cooks slowly, right? It's something that it cooks for 4 to 6 to 8 to 10 hours, and you obviously have to like plan out, right? If you want dinner in 30 minutes, slow cooker is not the way to go. You have dinner for breakfast in the next day. But Instapot, it follows its name as well. So Instapot is great if you want something instant. You can make something in about 30 minutes. I know the first time I saw one like somebody using it, I was at my friend's house, and she made us chicken fajitas in like 2 seconds out of this thing. And I was like, okay, I need to buy this thing. So like I said, it's an honorable mention just because I don't want to sit here and say, oh, it does all these great things when I've only used it twice. But I made chicken thighs in it, and it came out fantastic, and it took like 12 minutes. And then I made rice the other day just because I wanted to make a bigger batch, and my rice cooker is a little small for that, so I used the Instapot. So that's it. If you have any questions, and I got the Instapot at Target. You can I got it at Costco, sorry. I got it at Costco, so you can get it at Target. Slow cooker I got at, I think I want to say Target, but you can get this Amazon, Target, Walmart, pretty much any place that sells appliances. The Blend Tech I got it at Costco when there was a sale a long time ago. I know every once in a while they still have it. The food processor, I can't tell you where I got that one. I don't know why I can't remember anything about that, but it's been a while. But so yeah, so if you have any questions on any of these products, feel free to message me on Flock, or you can email me. I absolutely love cooking, and I love helping people learn to love cooking. So just reach out to me if you have any questions, and I will see you guys.